All right, week 3 of real estate for March is in the books for Whitby, and I'm here to run down all the numbers with you. Hey everyone, Rob Marsiglio here from Keller Williams Referred Realty, serving Whitby and Durham region. It's week 3 of March is in the books now. We're heading on past March break. Hope everybody had an awesome break. The first one back, truly with kind of some limited COVID restrictions. And we're going to see how that affected the market in Whitby. So this week I'm going to take you through the detached market, the semi-detached market, freehold townhomes, as well as just the condo market in general to see how it performed this week compared to last. Are we trending down? Are we trending up? What are we doing? Before we get started with the content though, I'd love if you could hit that subscribe button below. I'll be keeping you up to date weekly on everything Whitby real estate. And I'll also be throwing in some videos with some home selling, home buying tips, other kind of more broad GTA market updates as well every single month. So with that, let's get into the numbers and take a look at the Whitby detached market. So for week 3 in Whitby, there were 55 new listings that hit the market on the detached side of things. That represents a 9.8% decrease from the week prior. We had 25 sales in total, and that represents a 46% decrease. The median sale price was $1,330,000. That represents a 6.8% decrease from last week. The percentage of list price that places are selling for is still 121.8%. Believe it or not, that is actually down from last week too by about 21%. Days on market for properties that are selling, that's 4 is the median days on market. So places that are selling quickly. But a trend that we have been seeing and keeping our eyes on is that 30 properties in total have either been a price change, terminated, or suspended. That's an indication that, sellers aren't getting the prices they necessarily want. So they'll take the listing off, put it back on, or just do a quick price change to reflect a price truer to what they want. Let's take a look at the semis now. New listings in total, we had 7. That's up 250% from last week. There were 4 sales, which is also up 33% from last week. We had a median sale price of $1,050,000. So you can see there's about a $300K gap between the median sale price of the semi-detached and the move up to the detached house in Whitby right now. That's actually down 5.4% from the week prior. Our percentage of list, again, this is for places that sold. So if you're selling on average for 132.3% of the asking price. And that is up 2.8% from last week. Days on market, these ones sold really quickly, the ones that sold on average in just 2 days. They're hitting the market, they're being sold very quickly. And we only saw 4 properties that were terminated, suspended, or had a price change. Lastly, let's take a look at those townhomes. This is the big move up of people from the city, from condos, moving to townhomes in the suburbs. Whitby, prime example of that. So what do we got going on here? We had 15 new listings this week, big slowdown from the week before. That's 32% down. We saw 10 sales, again, 38% less than the week before. The median sale price is over $1 million for a townhome in Whitby right now, $1,007,500 to be exact. So again, we talked about that price gap from the semis up to the detached being over about 300K. From towns up to semis in Whitby, it's just less than $50,000. So again, if you're looking to expand just a little bit more space, hop into that bit bigger lot size with the semi, going up from the towns to the semis might not be a bad time right now. You really are getting a lot of value for those townhomes in Whitby currently. Percentage of list price that places are selling for in towns, that's 129% of list. So that's actually up 3.2% from the week before. And again, just like everything else we're seeing, if it's selling quickly. 5 days on market they're sitting around for. And we had 8 of these properties that, again, terminated, suspended, or a price change. So all in all, what we're seeing across the board, I'd say, small sample size for the semis, but listings were down, sales were down. It's kind of telling me probably both sellers and buyers were just trying to enjoy this last week. That, like I said, first March break in a while where restrictions are relatively limited. Will this trend continue? We'll have to keep an eye on things next week. Again, at this time of year, we do start to see that bit of a plateau. We always have a shortage of inventory, in January and February. Kind of starts to balance out a bit in March, but everybody's kind of saying, keep an eye out for April. That's the next rate adjustment. That's usually when big things happen in GTA real estate. You'll be able to really start seeing some trends at that time. Quickly, let's take a look at the condos. We had 4 new condo listings. This is apartments and townhomes, 3 sales, places that were selling 137% of asking is what they're selling for. And again, they're averaging 6 days on market. So that's your weekly Whitby wrap for March 13th to 19th, 2022. Once again, if you know somebody who would benefit from this information, keeping up to date, please feel free to share this video with them. Hit the like button below, subscribe for this weekly content, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.